Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome to my Alith Anar playthrough, guys, where we are pushing up through the Clawed Coast, guys. We're gonna keep poking the Skaven up here, and we are bringing up our second army with the Ever Queen here, with all of her shiny archers as well, who are also relatively reasonable in melee. They're okay, they're not brilliant. But it should do well for us. Let's get a proper wall out there. Oh, that's really good. So this Vol's Anvil is shiny. 10% reduced upkeep for all armies, guys. That's really nice, actually. This is my actual noble who's out and about doing things. He loses weapon strength if I give him that. Gains HP, gains armor, loses speed, loses melee attack. Why would I ever want to put him on there other than he becomes anti-infantry? Yeah. Let's start going up this route then for him, in case I ever want to stop farming influence off Sebidee. Let's grab that one, we're going to hit there. Oh, I've just remembered as well, we've just had Chaos up here, haven't we? Which I'd kind of forgotten about. Let's take the campaign buff. Now, hopefully, Chaos will go for the Shrine of Cain first and batter that into the ground so I can capture it. I mean, because that would be terrible for the High Elves, and I mean, I'd have to go and help them by capturing it afterwards, guys. So yeah, no, we've got some Chaos forces out here, so I just need to keep an eye out on where they're going and deal with them wherever they hit, when they hit. There are also going to be Chaos in other places in the world hitting people. And because I'm at that size now, and as I grow, Chaos will keep coming. Tret wants a peace treaty. I think I'm going to say no for now. If I had the bit to our left up here, we'd probably take it. Because all of this is a separate territory. That said, I already control part of that territory. Yeah, we'll do that. Wow. So yeah, they are suffering up here. I suspect the Empire is going to be doing a lot more confederating as time goes on. Because, wow. They're getting pressured by Nausicaa quite heavily already, as you can see, which isn't going to be good for them. But obviously, once we've dealt with the High Elves up here, we'll burn our way through and hit Nausicaa itself up from the north potentially, and push through there, because that's all good territory for us actually. What do we want for you? What I really want is... I thought these guys got a heal. Ah, they do. Replenishes hit points. So I don't want to buff that one up yet. We've got Shield of Safri, which is map-wide damage resistance. It's just an individual. See, I prefer things which are good. Magic Missile, which is good versus multiple combatants. Right, let's get down there and let's start heading up. We can't quite get him. I don't have walls there, so that's not good. You definitely want that. And I want another income generator here. Extra income from trade, extra income from ports, we'll go for that. Because having lots of those will benefit us more in the long run, especially where we are. I mean, the elves get a lot of ports anyway. Let's head for that Sea Corps. We're going to work our way up here a bit. We might get hit by Norsca up here, but Norsca, it's not Nausicaa, it's Norsca up here, but we'll see how it goes. I'll happily take a 5k buff. Okay, that'll do.
You have my attention.
Guess what we're doing? Not that.
There will be carnage.
I think we've got enough influence at the moment, guys. That said, it's always worth having some spare influence. Let's just check how do Loffen feel to me at the moment. They're happy with me.
Yes. Deliver your message.
What? Come then. Only Sigma's gone. Very well.
Let's get a trade agreement with you.
The Empire.
Right, I'm going to use a little bit of influence to up Telia with me. Where are you? T. Improve relations. And careful discussion here. Subtle word of over wine. A smile that lingers an eyebrow. Basically, we're being very nice to them. Let's hit it again. And once more. There you go. That'll help things along nicely there. Let's see how that's going. Keeping everybody on side with us. Not everybody, but you know, a lot of these factions on side with us will be very good.
The Empire.
Greetings. We may not be.
I'm going to do the same with the border princes as well, actually. Only going to do this one twice. Yeah, I don't want to be going under there because it's worth having some. Because when I recruit lords later on, guys, lords which are recruited with influence become vastly more powerful, guys. Actually, it's not a small difference. They are much more powerful lords. Some of them can have huge bonuses. I think some of them cost about 60 influence. And they come with like some of them come with faction-wide buffs, extra buffs, which is worth having. Like I've seen one with 10% extra trade income before, and as a faction which relies on their trade income, that is huge. I mean, you can kill a high elf faction by sitting on its trade. Yeah, you could have a defensive alliance. Long run, I would like to bring you guys all into the fold, but we're in no rush to do that. I'm happy for Mundy to keep fighting there, but I don't want him to fall over. Nope. I'm happy to trade with them. I do not want a military alliance with them. They are neutral. I'm happy to keep them neutral. I might decide that it's expedient to destroy them at some point, and I probably don't. I either want to kill them early or embrace them as my friends forever. Though I don't necessarily want to ever give them military access through my lands. They can sit in the mountains up there on their own for as long as they want, really. Maybe I should have accepted that peace treaty with Tretch. Yeesh. Ah.
Wisdom is mine.
Wait.
Journeying on.
Barrels of rum.
Land ahoy.
Alaria. Greetings, my children.
Ready.
It's ambush time.
Twilight is here. Fear us. Execute them.
I'm gonna fight this because it's gonna be fun. Because we are going to rip these guys to pieces before they do anything. First thing to take out, however, is that hell cannon. You know what? This might not actually be the best place to fight. Yeah. I'm not sure I'm actually that keen on this map. But no, we should just rip them to pieces here. I mean, they're also slow. If we take out their ranged units first... Alith can go over with these guys. Let's shred them. Let's pop him out straight away because we actually get damage from that, like that one now. Let's hit those dogs. You guys can move forwards just that little bit. You can head straight up and breathe. Let's hit those guys next. I don't want to skirmish at the moment. Let's slam that through them. You guys can flank around here a bit. Come on, we need to actually start getting you guys over here to help the others. Where are you guys coming in? Okay, you guys can all pull straight over here. Let's hit them. Okay, let's start skirmishing with these guys now. Let's hex the enemy. And start dropping some lightning bolts down into them as well. You guys can head straight up to reinforce this line because we're taking some damage here. Let's buff up and heal up my guys. You get airborne, please. You're not a tough dragon. Okay, these guys are doing their job over here. They're just going to kite these guys forever, basically. Let's hit the next unit. Okay, you can start shooting into there. We're breaking this side of them nicely now. Those buffs actually did really nicely for us there, we threw out. Let's throw another heal out. Let's charge him. We're doing nicely over here too. Basically, because they're not catching us, so we can just sit here and play with them and kite them to the end of this. I really should sort these guys out a bit better, but those guys head over here. You guys can all charge him as well. There we go, we're hitting the matter out now. That was beautiful. We took some damage where we actually took their charge, but we threw out the buffs, we got people there in time. My second force, I'm going to be honest, it was a little bit messy, but I'm more than happy with that. And we just kited them to death. But this is not the toughest army we will face. And what we really did lack here is I don't think we've got armor piercing, which these guys are obviously very high armor, so you saw there it taking them out was not so easy, whereas the Way Watchers, the high elves have armor piercing. I don't think these guys have armor piercing. And Way Watchers, sorry, is it Way Watchers? Yeah, Way Watchers are amazing. These guys are, but they don't have the melee bonuses. The thing with these guys is when they run out of ammo, I can actually charge them in to finish off the units as well. And they're cheap, and they're getting really solid.
For the sundered lands, they belong to
Let's
me.
force labour.
Embrace. Alith Anar. No mercy.
Let's finish him off.
To me, Shadow Warriors. The Shadow King rises. Not one rupee on Nargarythe. Via land. Ambush.
And drop into ambush stance. Right. See, these are going to be good as well later on, so I want to push up to them actually now. Yeah, let's up those guys a little bit. Or do I want to get lightning strike? I want lightning strike for when they all come ashore actually. And a little bit more ancient cunning.
I sense sedition.
Let's grab the comet. That's always nice. Let's actually check what we're using weapon wise then. This extra armor gives us Helm of Discord. Not that fussed, he can keep what he's currently got. I don't care about a banner of swiftness. Passive acts around him, that's really, really good for me. I'm sorry I'm stealing that off you. I definitely don't need that. But I don't think it's any worse than anything we've currently got. What are we doing missions wise? We need to defeat Alyssa for the Moonbow. We need to raise or sack up there, which is so far away.
Alariel the Evergreen.
Let's grab discreet. Ooh. We can get a better steed actually, let's do that.
I do not know them well.
Let's give you some armor piercing damage on your hand weapon. Let's see. That's always useful. And everything else is used. Okay, that'll do. For now. This is my Lore Master. Let's take the direct damage. I'm not a huge fan of Lore Masters, I'm going to be honest. I know some people love them, and I could just be using them completely wrongly. Wow, Norska are doing well.
Anchors away. Require.
Oh, whoops! I didn't mean to do that.
Smash it to ruins.
Okay, you can get leveled up. 70 growth. That's pretty much pointless, but. Let's have a look who we can actually recruit now. So some of these heroes, 40 give us genius 10% research rate, and let's have a look at some of our lords. Some down here who are 60, which we can't get at the moment. So missile damage 20% extra. Wow, yeah. So that's the sort of things you get from them, and they're good. So and you can look around, and sometimes you can find some absolutely amazing buffs. Wow, the Dowie are properly confederating. I kind of need to hope the Dowie manage to secure the old world at the moment, because I think the Empire is crumbling. Which might mean I'm going to have to go in there to save them later. Yeah, Wintertooth is definitely pushing there. Don't know if Kislev's even still in existence. Why did they not take Scourging? I mean, I'm not complaining, but it seems a bit daft from not taking Scourging to me. The only thing Chaos are doing at the moment is giving Tretch some free time. Some time to avoid me.
Day wanes. Are you prepared for dusk?
Oh wow. Yeah, I'll take that, because they've been pushed into the mountains by Wulfric. Wow, that's not good. This is kind of my problem with Norska now, is I actually think that Norska is a little too powerful. Under AI control, certainly. I think that it's gonna make playing, I mean, the Empire's not meant to necessarily be easy to play, but it's gonna make it much, much harder. It's gonna give you something else to deal with early game, that's for sure as well. That said, if you're playing the actual Empire, you're relatively protected from them early game, but you want to make sure your other guys don't lose too much. Oh, they foiled our ambush.
Marauders all. Slaughter the sheep. Tribesmen gather. Northmen come.
Let's secure ourselves some influence. Right.
My realm. Our oath. Our fight. Time for
Easy ambush. Oh, we want to definitely be equipping that. And no, that can get equipped on one of the other guys. We'll do that next time.
Crossing Alith Anar. Shattered realm.
That can just go on one of these guys, because they'll always be near each other.
War once more.
There we go.
Embrace.
Oh, we've got a Everqueen's Court Guards. And the Keepers of the Flame unlocked. Nice.
For the sundered land.
So actually, I'm going to pull the Keepers of the Flame into this army. Simply because they're a nice infantry unit. They're much better than these guys. I would like to get some extra Phoenix Guards into both these, to the anti-large.
Light of Avalon.
Let's have a look. They just do... They have... They're just straight up better. So let's swap one of these guys around for one of them.
Evergreen.
You know what, I should have actually put another melee in, but never mind.
Queen of Avalon.
Attend.
Right.
Illuminate the Shadowlands.
You're also good. You can head up to here.
My children.
That's not bad. I think it's melee attack. Do I really care about melee attack? I do want to get her an eagle a long run, so I'm not going to bother about the other ones for the time being. We've got the Shield of Safari. See, I do want to go down here with her as well, but at the same time...
Priestess of Isha.
Grab Tempest next.
Journeying on.
This is risky, but 5k again.
Anchors away.
We can potentially look at pushing out another army soon. Does one of these increase growth? Yes, we want one which increases growth, that's for sure there. Definitely want walls. And we definitely want income here because this is really nice because it's going to double the income we're getting. Having that on a skate with the Skaven is amazing, guys. Okay, things aren't going badly here. We've beaten back most of that Chaos Force, 3 of their armies, quite easily this time round. This time around is the key word there. And we're obviously not necessarily in a bad position elsewhere. We're in a good position to start pushing in the north again and battering through the Skaven territory. After which it'll be Nagarythe, though we'll probably need to deal with those other guys first. Ooh. Want to be a bit careful here, guys. By the way, if you just Google the banners on the Steam page, I think I've forgotten to put it in my comments at the moment. Shout at me and I will eventually remember. But there is the immersive banner mod, which is what I've got running, which just makes the banners, as you can see, much better, guys. No, sometimes it's a little tricky distinguishing between factions, but... sorry, not between factions, between units, but... damn you, Tretch. We'll win that back very quickly, if he didn't actually take it. Tretch is annoying to fight, because he gets the ambushes off just as well as me. That said, my army can deal with an ambush fairly well because we can just instantly shoot them from every angle. Well, my main army. Everqueen would not do as well against an ambush. Well, yeah, Kislev is still alive. Madawi are definitely still alive and going strong. The Dawi are impressively powerful at the moment. They've just been sitting back in their mountains and dealing with the dwarves, so you know they've potentially avoided a lot of the Norscan attention until now, because they're kind of pushing into Wintertooth territory up here, which could annoy them.
Everqueen. The time is now. Everqueen of Althwan.
Sneak forward just a little bit of an into ambush stance and hope they fall for it.
There is only vengeance.
May as well get the map wide buff, even if it's one I'm not particularly keen on. I'm going to knock that one over and get the growth buildings out here because I need that growth. I can't quite afford another army just yet. No, what I can do is I can rejig this army.
Guardian of the Phoenix Crown.
So I don't need that army there now. So what I'm going to do is I am going to build a new army. Let's get ourselves a bit more influence first, so I can get ourselves a really nice leader.
Smash it to ruins.
Right, who do we have? Oh, I'm a 10k a turn. I was reading that the wrong way around, so we can definitely afford another army. Right, we'll have a look next turn. We're going to start building up another army. Hopefully they'll follow me, because I actually kind of don't want them to take these guys. I love everybody's little boats. The Norscan ones are just little long ships. Right. I mean, we're just getting things for the sake of getting them here. I need to get a few other buildings in places for some of these as well. But no, we're getting there. I'm happy with how we're doing at the moment. Norsca hasn't managed to confederate everybody else. It's just been going aggressive, which isn't necessarily a good thing for it to do. Norsca confederated is hugely powerful. That said, it's powerful enough at the moment as it is. But doing a lot of damage to my trade, so I'm probably going to want to take them relatively early. We will enter on the side of our ally because Wintertooth is so far away they're not really an issue.
Do not look for me in the light. I lurk in shadow.
No, we're still not going to do that. They keep asking. One day they'll get it. I mean, one day I might accept, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. I might simply accept long run because they'll be a pain in the butt to destroy.
The day wanes. Are you?
Yeah, you can have a non-aggression pact. Almost back to us. I am really enjoying playing Alith Anar. I know it's not one of my most popular campaigns, but I'm enjoying playing it massively simply because he's fun to play. I'm gonna lose Blacklight Tower. It's such a fun faction. Having the High Elves with ambush tactics is devastatingly overpowered. Okay, we're going to pull back now. Potentially getting ourselves killed there, actually, but never mind. Right. So it just has extra armor, extra weapon damage, dashing. No, punitive. Plus 20 missile damage for archers, Lothan Sea Guard, Illyrian Reavers, archers. Yeah, I think I like that. Missile resistance minus 10% as well. Wow, yeah, that is. That is just. Yeah. Route Marcher first. Let's chuck 2 of those guys into the mix. To start with, hero-wise. No, I'm not going to bother with a low-level hero. Guess what we're doing?
There will be carnage.
Yeah, let's make him immortal. Nice. We are doing very nicely here, guys. I'm happy with how things are going. I should have done something up north. I forgot both my armies were in settlements, so I forgot to move them like a derp. That was really silly of me, guys. Note to self, don't forget to actually use my armies. I'm about to lose Blacklight Tower. That said, that's not the end of the world. I can always pick it up again later on, and we're going to go pressure Tretch.
Do you serve with the warriors of Nargarythe?
No, you're still not doing. He wants to give me military access so I can go through his land. Unfortunately, it goes both ways. I don't think you can request it and not give it. I'd more than happily have military access to his land, but... Ooh, we have some fun there. Ambush failed, and yet we still have an easy auto-resolve there. However, I do need to watch Malekith's units there, army there.
The Shadow Crown weighs heavily on my head.
Can we have a trade agreement with you? We might already have one. We don't, and we can't, because you don't have a port at the moment. I'm more than happy to have military alliances with the entire Empire, guys, because it's only going to benefit me. We want to maintain a strong empire. If I could send forces over to help them, I would. But I'm not in a situation where I can do that yet. And Kislev is obviously being ravaged there, as you can see. I'm gonna water that simply because I've actually been playing for longer than I should, and I'd have lost that anyway, and we would destroy them very easily with my other army when we do get that ready to go. So let's see. Recruit a handmaiden. I really don't want to recruit a handmaiden. However, they'll give me 15k. Was it giving me 15k for doing it? So we'll recruit one, then get rid of it.
Out of the question.
Why is that out of the question?
No.
What?
I await your command.
Okay.
Handmaiden of Alaria.
And kick her straight away. Do I have corruption here? We do. So remove the set that to remove corruption.
Shadow King.
You can head up after them.
Queen of Avalon. Mistress of the Undying Forest.
Let's see. Grab the Hand of Glory and let's hit this army. It's our first real test with this army. Yeesh.
Fight for the greater good. This
We'll do this one. There's some new enemy units in here I should have looked at beforehand. We're going to be fighting this in a very traditional way with these guys. You know what? I'm not sure this battle was a good idea because they have a very, very strong army. That said, so do I. So, stop being so cowardly. I need to stop being so cowardly here and fight this. Wow, and I'm starting in a really grotty place here. I'm starting in a hole, basically. Oh, lovely. Terrible battleground here.
Yes. Awaiting orders. Ready.
These guys do have a lovely range.
Northern Seagull. Loyal. It shall be done.
You guys can go at either end. How did I guess? Oh, that's because I didn't actually do that. Derp.
Swordmaster of power. As you say. Swordmaster of power. For duty.
Handmaiden of the Everqueen.
Northern Seagull. Loyal.
The thing to remember is these guys are good, reasonable anti-large. Ah, they're going to force me into them, aren't they? There's no problem. Well, it is, but it's a problem I can cope with.
Orders received. Orders received.
Alario. Indeed.
Northern Seagull.
Shred that unit fast. That's perfect. Turn off skirmish mode because we're not going to need it here. What's going on? Oh, Tempest has to actually be cast on someone. Oh, it's only targeted on flying things. Ah, I hate abilities like that. Let's pop that in the middle ready for when they hit us.
Awaiting orders. Scython, hear me. Winds of magic rise.
Okay, we're doing nicely here. We're shredding through them nicely. Ooh, let's pop a heal out here. A buff out here.
Yes.
Our archers are doing their jobs nicely. Right, you guys can push forwards and start flanking.
Battle calls! Understood! Swiftly!
You can turn and face, and you can turn and face.
Servant of light.
Let's chuck another heal up here. Right, you guys need to push down and support fast, because we are struggling in the centre.
Men Louis! Araya, men Louis! Awaiting orders. Ready! As you say!
Let's hit them. You guys can keep shooting them. That's perfect. You guys can face in on here. You guys can move around and get in behind these guys. We've crumbled their line, but they are hitting us with range stuff now.
Making my way. Yes! Battle awaits! To battle! Glorial be ever queen.
Hit them. You guys can all fold in here.
Attack!
Let's all batter them down quickly.
For the king!
That's going nicely there. You guys can all move on to him. That's how it's done. Nicely done. Not the best battle, but we shredded them with our superior archery there, guys. So that did the job, certainly. 145 for 842. I can cope with that. I can cope with that. We just need to see if we can take the circle of destruction, so we've got somewhere to dig into. So they do have their new units here, which are mostly damage dealers, so if you can weather them for any length of time, you can kill them. And they are not good against forces like mine, because my archers do a lot of damage to them very quickly. You see, my Loth and Seaguard actually, at least one of these units actually got involved heavily in melee and did fine.
Triumphs over darkness. Isha, guide me.
Alith Anar.
And everything else, guys, is going to have to be for next time. So we've not actually expanded at all, but we're in a position where we're going to. In fact, we've lost some territory. But as I said, we're in this position where we're going to. We'll take here, we'll take back Blacklight Tower, and then we'll work out what to do next. I might just try and hold here with the Everqueen, and then while I deal with all of here, and then we'll swing back and move our armies together. Obviously, we are also building up another army down here, and before I forget about it, let's get that going. To be honest, I'm just going to cheese it with this army, guys. A couple of these guys in as well, just for a little bit of armor piercing. So we've got a little bit more melee there than in Alith's army, because Alith's army is pure cheese at the moment. But it works so well. Actually, I say that he's got. Oh, that's a good idea actually. Pulling those Loth and Seaguard in for their anti-large, because I don't have any anti-large at the moment. So actually adding them in to give us that anti-large, which we wouldn't get any other way here. Something I can recruit in one turn, which is going to be useful to us. Actually, yes, I'm going to grab an Eagle Core Bolt Thrower into that. And that is it, guys. So thank you very much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, please feel free to pop any comments in the comment section or jump over to my Discord and say hi. There is a link to my Discord in the comments and the description, guys, as well as links to my Twitter and my Patreon. Thank you very much for watching.